Okay, so it is January 26th, 2016. Oh, and if you guys aren't muted, do you mind just clicking on mute so that there's no overlap, please? Thank you. It's January 26th, 2016, and it is the Fierce Fit Pride team call. First things first, I do have some recognition that I need to give out tonight. We have Ashley, who hit Emerald Rank last week, and Brianna, who hit Emerald Rank last week, and they both hit Success Club like within 4 days, which was crazy and so exciting. And they're both stay-at-home mommies. They're both new to the team, and they're killing it, and I'm super proud of them. So yay for them. And with that, yes, yay. And so with that said, tonight is really just about diving into some of the systems that I've created for you guys as new coaches, well-seasoned coaches, whatever you are, wherever you're at in your business. My vision for this year is to really hammer down systems that need to be put in place so that my coaches and my team can be successful. Because your success matters so deeply to me. And I just have, a big vision for this team in 2016. So I know we're going to kill it. And Kayla is on our call tonight. She's our new coach. Yay. I've been trying to get Kayla to coach for 3 months now. And I'm so wildly excited that she finally decided to bite the bullet, because she's basically been doing what a coach does anyway. She just hasn't been getting paid for it. And she has been sharing her journey since she started in our challenge groups. And I mean, this woman gets 150 likes on the things that she shares because she's so freaking inspirational. So I'm really excited to have her as a coach on our team now. So with that said, I am going to share with you the new coach bundle that I have created in the Google Drive. And to do that, I'm going to try and gracefully share my screen, which I never know how to do. Oh God, how do I do it? Anybody? Share screen. That would be it, right? Yeah, okay. So show me a thumbs up when you see my screen. Awesome, perfect. So first things first, I want to show you how to get to your Google Drive. And this is one of the things I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight is if you don't already have an email account for your business, you got to make one. It's the last thing I'm telling you. As your business grows, the last thing you're going to want is to have your personal email connected to all of your business emails. Make an email, and I always suggest through Gmail because you have the Google Drive and everything else that we use for your business. So here is how, I'm just going to move you guys down here. Here is how you're going to get to your Google Drive. You've got these 9 little squares here. You click on this and you click on Drive. So my Google Drive is obviously going to look different than yours, but I have shared the coach bundle folder with you guys. Master coach bundle. Okay, so in my opinion, there is everything that you as coaches would ever hope and wish for right here in this one place to help you get started in your businesses and furthermore to have success in your business. And I feel really good about the contents of everything in the coach bundle thus far, but I will continue to add documents to it over time. And as I do this, I'll share, updates in the Fierce Fit Pride personally sponsored coaches page about, what new documents I'm adding each week. I mean, I was literally adding documents to this an hour ago. So it's still a work in progress, but like I said, I feel really good about what I've provided for you guys so far. So when you come to the folder, you see here, it says start here. And I just want to take a peek at this with you really quickly because there are a few very important points that I want to go over. So for starters, in the Google Drive, when somebody shares something with you, if you go in and you make edits to it, it's edited for everybody, not just for you. So first and foremost, do not ever, and I say this graciously, please do not ever edit any of the documents that I have created for you guys in the Google Drive. I will show you how to create your own Google Docs tonight, your own Google Forms, whatever. So, I mean, feel free to copy and paste the contents of what I share with you guys into your own Google Docs and make them your own. But please make sure that they're just not edited. And the other thing, and I've said this before too, is, use what I give you as a roadmap. You're responsible for creating your own content and using what I share as a guide. So anything that you ever send to anybody or share with anybody, you want your voice and your brand to come through with what it is you're sharing with people. So make sure that, you just use what I give you as a roadmap. The second thing that I have here for you guys, some new coach to-dos. So I just said a few minutes ago, make a new Gmail account for your business if you don't already have an email for your business. Second thing, and we have previous team calls on this, creating a Facebook like page for your coaching content in your business. And this is something we'll chat more about in coach trainings and in one-on-one calls. The third thing is...
I have a quick question, Meg. It's Brenna. For your emails, like when you hit Success Club and get those those customers, do you email them from your Beachbody email or from this personal email?
It's like all connect. Well, you mean... You
know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll get into that in a little bit because I'm going to be talking about free leads. Sure. Yep. So create your Facebook cover photo that shows people you're a coach and gives people some insight into who you are, the things you love, what your values are. And, there are all kinds of coaches from various backgrounds that, you can go to their Facebook page and you can look at their cover photos to get some ideas on, how you can design your own cover photo. And I'll show you how to do that. Hopefully we'll have enough time in PicMonkey later on tonight. And then, of course, look through this entire coach bundle. So here we go. So the first folder is challenge group guide documents. Our challenge groups, guys, are the meat and potatoes of what we do as coaches in my eyes. And my success partner and I, Kelly Coons, we've worked really hard on creating a successful challenge group guide for our challengers with, meaningful posts, which ensure that our challengers are engaged, feeling supported, having success with the program. And, in our challenge groups, it's our mission to connect with and build relationships with our challengers. We need to make sure that we're sharing the value of what we're doing and we're reinforcing the value of Shakeology, and we're creating lifers or people who are going to fall in love with what we offer, people who are going to become loyal clients, share their journey with others, potentially pass along referrals, and in some cases, like many of you, also potentially become coaches because of their own successes. So in every folder that I share with you guys, you'll see something like this. It says in this folder, and it gives you a little overview of what you're going to find in this folder, and it reminds you again just not to edit any of the documents. So some of you have probably already seen this. I know I've shared it with some of you. This is the 21-Day Fix Challenge Group Guide. I have now started running my 21-Day Fix Challenge groups in a fashion where I have what we call a week 0, which basically sets our challengers up for success, gives them all the tools and tips and resources that they need to get started on the right foot so that they're feeling confident when we kick off on day 1. I just feel like having that week to explain things and get our challengers feeling comfortable is really important. So this document is like 70-something pages long with really awesome content, really awesome posts. Obviously, you know, this is what I use for when I post in my challenge group. So, you know, some of it, I mean, all of it is going to be, you know, from me. So like when you go in, there are going to be things that you're going to want to change to make it your own. I've also included challenge group files. So like my 21-day fix meal diary, a shopping list, 21-day fix recipes that you can upload to your challenge group. I've also included all of the photos that are in that challenge group guide, like all the week 1 photos are in here, all the week 2 photos, all the week 3 photos. I have Halloween and fall theme photos. Let me see your workout photos, Christmas and winter photos. So everything that you have in your challenge group guide for photos, it's all in this folder as well. Free leads. So in this folder, you're going to see what the free leads requirements are for Beachbody. And I have an email template for you guys. This is what I send to all of my free leads. When I get a new customer in my coach online office, and I don't know who they are, they're obviously a free lead. And I just go in and I send them an email from my Team Beachbody email right through the website. Then we have getting your new coaches started right. So once you are in this business for a little bit and you know you're sharing the business opportunity, you're going to start attracting coaches of your own. So I have a series of documents in here that are going to help you get your new coaches started right. I have 3 new coach welcome emails. In the first email, there are a few different call to actions. One, they're going to be watching my new coach webinar. They're going to need to fill out my new coach questionnaire, the 7-day quick start, sharing their business, sharing their business decision for the first time. There are, you know, a few different things that they have to do before they receive the second new coach welcome email, which will give them the link to schedule their Getting Started Right call with me. So I've also in this folder included how to create your own new coach questionnaire, because if you were to copy and paste my first new coach welcome email and send it to somebody, I'm going to get their responses. And that's a hassle for all of us. Like, you are going to want to have your very own new coach questionnaire using Google Forms so that you're getting your new coach's responses and, you know, you've got a system there. So I've got screenshots, everything that shows you exactly how to make a new coach questionnaire. I have a document that I made because of a conversation that I recently had with Brenna. Here's what you should cover in your Getting Started Right call with your new coaches. So I literally go over in this document everything that I talk about on the phone or in person with my new coaches. I go over their responses to the new coach questionnaire. I go over the Fierce Fit Pride new coach checklist for week 1. And these are the bullet points that we talk about. And then some other chatting points. What motivates you? You're going to want to know what motivates your coaches. And the GEM test, which is something that we talked a little bit about on our last team call. What's this? Okay, list of to-dos for your new active coaches. You guys can read through this on your own, but that's another document that I have in here. I just made this today, and I reorganized my own personally sponsored coaches binder. So I've got a binder with all of you guys in it, and in there, behind your tab, I have this checklist for myself. Did I send you all of these welcome emails? Did you watch the webinar? Did you receive the new coach questionnaire and fill it out? Did you do Coach Basics Academy? Leadership training, that's something that I'm going to be working on probably in March. Did you hit Success Starters? Did you order your personal development book? Do you have a like page? Here, I'm going to say this right now. A goal is not a goal until you have a set date. So if you're going to rank advance, you need to set a date for that. If you're going to take this business seriously, you want to be an Emerald coach, what's your goal date? And also when you achieve it, I'm going to plug in, okay, this is when this person achieved this rank advancement. Are you on the wait list for Summit? Are you on the wait list for the Success Club trip? So these are things that I'm checking off behind your tab in my binder. Okay, let's see. Launching your business general rule of thumb. And this is something that I posted in the personally sponsored coaches page. It's called Ask Three Then Me. And this is something that I used to use with my students because it's effective. So as your mentor, I'm always here to support you with launching your business and achieving your business goals. However, I too am working on my own business goals and my own projects, which take up a lot of my time and a lot of my focus. So there are a few things that I want you to check in with first, or a few places I want you to go first if you have a question before you come to me, unless it's, a question that you're like, okay, but I'm not going to find the answer to my question anywhere else but from Meg. So, take a look at this, check in your FAQ, use an outside resource, check in the team pages, use the search this group feature in the team pages. Be resourceful. If you want to be successful in this business, it's super important to be resourceful and look for the answers on your own when you can. New challenger documents. So when a person orders a challenge pack, this is a template for 21-day fix welcome. I've got the welcome email right here. Many of you have seen that I created 7 tips for rocking your goals during your program. There's the link to my YouTube video. And here is the link to my new challenger questionnaire. They're going to fill out everything that I need to know in the new challenger questionnaire so that I can, be supportive of them throughout the duration of our challenge group. I've got some other helpful links here for them, resources that they can check out. So yeah, that is the new challenger welcome email. Again, I've shared with you how to create a new challenger questionnaire in Google Forms with screenshots and everything. So that's all there for you as well. And another thing, this is super important. I always, a week before the next ship date for my challengers, I always email them and just let them know, here's how you can change your flavor. Here's how you can, delay or cancel if you need to. Also, if they are enrolled as a discount coach, I let them know that, I also let them know about their club membership. So if they're not using Beachbody On Demand and they don't want to keep their club membership, I let them know what they need to do to cancel their club membership so that, they're not paying that $40 quarterly. New coach checklist. This is a resource for you guys. So week 1, these are the tasks that you should be looking at in your business. These are the things that you should be looking to accomplish. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time reading over it because I don't want to run out of time. But this is what you should be looking at in your first week in your business. This is the checklist that you should be looking at, after your first week. These should be your end of month 1 goals. And, print these out. Check these things off. I'm a checklist person. I'm super type A, excuse me. And I know many of you are too, which is why you're on my team, because I do believe that your vibe attracts your tribe. And I know that many of you have said to me before that you're a list person. So use these. They're super helpful, and they will help you to gauge where you're going in this business. And again, this is the last one. It's the Emerald to Diamond checklist. So days 30 through 90. These are the things that you should be doing to make sure that you're on target for hitting your goals. And then this is the Diamond tracker right there. Oh no. Did I just do that? Sorry guys. Didn't do that. And of course, Google Drive is being awesome right now. Where's the coach bundle? Here it is. Sorry, guys. Productivity. There's one document in here, and this is literally what I use to track all of my business activities. If you're not tracking your business activities, it's going to be really hard for you to see success and growth in this business. This is how I hold myself accountable, guys. I write in, my people that I invite every day. I'm adding people to my network. Maybe not every day because it's hard to add, 35 people a week on Facebook, but I do it often. I write down the new conversations that I start. I write in my personal development every day. I check off my workout Shakeology, my 3 posts at least on social media, challenge groups. Weekly extras would be things like I'm working on my webinar, I'm working on my coach bundle, etc. So print that out to help you track your business activities. Shakeology, all things Shakeology are in here. So we've got, charts and screenshots, nutrition facts for Shakeology, and Shakeology recipe calendars. In the nutrition facts, there's also the nutrition facts for the Shakeology boosts. The Dear Doctor letter is for somebody who wants to, share what this is with their doctor before they're able to commit. So that's a good resource to have as well. For social media, these are all coaches. I have a list of coaches, both, coaches out of our network, so to speak, like top coaches and whatnot that you'll want to follow, coaches, in our team Drop the Cookie network that you'll want to follow, social media figures who sometimes will host like webinars and free trainings that you won't want to miss out on, websites that I personally use in my business. I use Postcron every day, especially in my challenge groups. I pay actually, I wrote it in here. I pay $7.64 a month to schedule all my posts in my challenge groups so that I don't have to be constantly going into my challenge group all day long when I have a million other things going on. PicMonkey for, creating banners and fancy advertisement photos, etc. Canva is another one that's similar to PicMonkey. People usually find that they like one better than the other. It's really just a matter of figuring out what works for you. Sorry. And then, so this is the folder where I keep all of our team call Google Slides that Kelly and I have been working on. So, obviously you guys have the YouTube links for those team calls, but these are the Google Slides. So as we continue to host team calls with the Wildflowers, we'll, continue to post our Google Slides in here. So like I said, this is well on its way. There will be more in the Google Drive, more coming your way. But, this is another great resource to use. Rather than coming to me and asking me, do you have XYZ? Come here first and check to see if it's in here. And I have 6 minutes left, so I'm just going to show you something really quickly. for creating your Facebook banner, this is pickmonkey.com. To create your Facebook banner, at least this is what I do. I go into collage, and I'm just gonna, select a few different photos here. All right. Why isn't it doing it? And then I go right here. This is the layouts section. And I'm going to click on FB cover. I might just click on this one, just showing you really quickly. I also pay for like a fancier version of PicMonkey because it has more fonts and stuff like that. It's cheap. I forget how much it is, but it's pretty cheap. So I'm going to go into edit. And if I wanted to add like a picture of myself, which chances are you probably want to do that, this little butterfly is overlays. And I'm going to click on your own, and I'm going to find a picture of me. Let's see. Yes, I have a me folder, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so some of you guys may have noticed that I like to erase the backgrounds of my photos just so that it's like my head. So I click on this eraser feature right here, and I might make the eraser a little bigger. And I just go in and I erase the background of my photo. Other features, adding text, other overlays that I use personally include labels. So, bloop, little cloud. It's really just a matter of finding what works for you and making it look like something that you would make. And I feel like once you get the hang of things, you end up being pretty consistent in the things that you're making and the different overlays and tools that you're using. So you sort of start to like brand yourself in a way with how you're presenting, photos and advertising for different things. So just find what works best for you and what feels like you. But I did just want to show you, like, this is the tool that I use to make a lot of the photos in my challenge groups, to make advertisements on Facebook, to make Facebook banners. So that's that. And go away. One last thing before I forget. When you go into your Google Drive, just real quick, and I'm sure you guys can figure this out on your own, but if you ever wanted to copy and paste any of the content that's in the coach bundle into your own Google document or what have you, you just click on new in Google Docs, or you can make Google Slides in here. This is where you'd find Google Forms. So that's how you would create your own documents in your own Google Drive. So that, hold on, how do I stop the screen? Stop share. Okay. That's pretty much it, you guys, for tonight. So if you have, hold on. So Jordan said, do you know if there's a way to make it so when people fill out Google Forms, an individual email is sent to you? I have not found a way to do that. And it's kind of a pain in the butt because you do have to go in and check to see if you have responses. Unfortunately, I don't know if Wufoo is a little different or not. My understanding is just that with Google Forms, you do have to just go in.
Wufoo is a little different. It if you do the unpaid version, you can only do 10 questions though. But they do have a paid version that you can do, and you can do more questions, and then it sends it individually. I'm just trying to be cheap. So
yeah, no, I hear that. So we have less than a minute, guys. If you have questions or anything, like please feel free to, obviously message me or email me. One last thing, if I haven't connected with you yet, please schedule a one-on-one call with me. I think I'm not sure what time I'm leaving on Thursday, but I can try and have some calls on Thursday morning if necessary. If not, we'll just touch base when I get back. But ideally, I'd like to talk to everybody. So there's that. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much to Jordan and Jude for joining us tonight too. And I'll send you guys the thing so that you guys can take a look at it as well. Sound good?
I appreciate that very much, Meg. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And have a wonderful time at the retreat.
Thank you. I'm super excited.
Welcome.
Thanks, Meg. You
All
rock.
right, guys. So do you. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, you too, Meg.
Bye.